Coming up next, it's a heavyweight clash between Alistair Overeem and Fabricio Werdum. So here's the colorful Fight Cavallo translation. Go horse. Fabricio Werdum, coming up on 40 years old. Remarkable to see this man realize that UFC heavyweight champion was a guy who sat at or near the top of this division for so much time, and then stunning Cain Velasquez back at UFC 188 to unify the UFC heavyweight titles. Fabricio Werdum under the bright lights once again tonight.
Fabricio Werdum may have the best ground game in the history of the heavyweight division. He is a world-class Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter who has since improved his striking in leaps and bounds.
Well, he has challenged for UFC gold outside the octagon. He's accomplished really as much as any heavyweight in the sport. The Ream, Alistair Overeem, is back tonight, and this is a guy who has really maintained his focus nearly 60 fights into a career that dates to 1999. That doesn't even mention his K1 accolades. Alistair Overeem, a threat as always. Good to see him turn around quickly to compete again tonight.
Alistair Overeem, the former Strikeforce heavyweight champion, the former Dream heavyweight champion, and the former K1 heavyweight Grand Prix champion, is one of the most decorated fighters in the history of mixed martial arts.
Hard tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Werdum is 3 years his senior. Overeem weighed in at 265 pounds. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds of the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 231 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Fabricio Cavallo Werdum. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 44 wins, 17 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Alistair Overeem. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here in the heavyweight division.
Ready.
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history of wrestling abroad with a single-night tournament game event here. And let's see who can be the last man standing here tonight. Overeem gets caught by the inside leg kick, a few more, and that'll leave him up. Oh, he just misses with the left hook, Joe. Werdum gets caught by the inside leg.
Nice.
Well, they've made all the right reads here tonight, and there's another one. Beautiful read on the leg strike as he catches it and then returns fire with a punch of his own. So they have got the timing down here at this point of the fight. And he switches his stance yet again. Pretty good straight punch for him there, Joe.
Kick to the face.
Well, he's got a strong jab. Missed with it there, though, Joe. Slips that left hand. Oh, that kick is good by Werdum. Joe, huge block there. The defense is holding up. Going to the body there with the right kick. Verdum's got the tie clinch, Joe. This could be trouble. Oh, there he goes, transitioning to the back in the clinch. Well done. First takedown attempt is there. And busy as he looks to improve position here. 2 minutes have expired in our opening round.
Look at this. Traps the arm, throws his leg over the top.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
This is it. This is it. You got it. You got it. Nicely done. He got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, Joe, he told us during fight week he's been working dutifully on his submission game, and he was going to look for an opening here tonight. Safe to say he found one. Near-perfect setup on the choke. It was sunk in deep, and his opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep.
And here's the end of the fight. And let's look at it from a different angle. Reverse triangle, perfectly executed for the submission victory. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight. While we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 16 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,
Well, Fabricio Verdum is a man. He's 40, and Vi Cavallo gets it done yet again here tonight. He spent a lot of money on this training camp, as he has in recent training camps, and it certainly paid dividends here tonight. He went out to the host city early to try to get acclimated, and Verdum certainly proved tonight that he is very much still a UFC heavyweight contender to be reckoned with. Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Dan Severn and Stipe Miocic. Well, you talk about a plus athlete. Enter UFC heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic, 34 years old, won the belt by knocking out Fabricio Verdum in devastating fashion in Brazil, then defended it in his native Cleveland, Ohio. A lot of self-belief for the firefighter Stipe Miocic, your UFC heavyweight champion, back in action tonight.
Apparently he worked tremendously hard on cardio for this camp.
Where you from?
Well, he made his debut at UFC 4 in 1994, and here is Dan Severn, the former two-time All-American wrestler at Arizona State University, still going strong. This is a physical specimen who has left the likes of Tank Abbott, Ken Shamrock, Oleg Taktarov in his wake. Dan Severn, hungrier than ever as he makes this return tonight.
Dan the Beast Severn is one of the greatest pure wrestlers to ever step foot in the octagon. He's got gorilla strength, dominating takedowns, and has been competing non-stop in this sport for over 15 years.
Tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So 2 years, the gap in age, with similar height and some differences in reach. And now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 18 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of Independence, Ohio, Miocic. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 9 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Coldwater, Michigan, USA, Dan the Beast Severn. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
So much MMA history has been made inside this venue, from Pride to the UFC, and we are underway from the world-famous Tama Super Arena in Saigon, Japan. Well, hard to believe Dan Severn is still going strong despite making his UFC debut by fighting 3 times at UFC 4 back in 1994, but physically he appears to be in his prime and in the shape of his life. And again, he says he has made so many strides when it comes to his all-around MMA game that the Dan Severn we see tonight, he believes, will be the best version to date. Miocic gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Gotta show up the defense here, though. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. He might get a finish here.
That guillotine is locked in deep. He might be forced to tap any second now. Oh my God! Great job, didn't waste any time, took this fight to the ground and got the early submission.
Yeah, so how about that, Joe? We can barely tell people what color the trunks are on these fighters, and we get the submission win. So not a lot of wasted time. He got the takedown early, and the submission came soon thereafter. Great effort, great technique here tonight.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 1 second of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Dan the Beast Severn.
So the great Dan Severn just continues to find ways to get the job done inside the octagon, and of course tonight was no different. And this is a little bit of a subdued celebration, I guess, out of Severn, but you know how much stock he put into this training camp and this particular matchup. You gotta think it feels pretty good to be Dan Severn leaving this octagon here tonight. All right, coming up next, a heavyweight collision between Cain Velasquez and Mirko Cro Cop. All right, so here he is, Mirko Cro Cop, back for more here tonight. His victims list honestly reads like a who's who of future Hall of Famers. Vanderlei Silva, Josh Barnett. In 2006, he realized the Pride Openweight Grand Prix champion, and perhaps his biggest accomplishment. When you tally up the totals for the UFC, Pride, WEC, and Strikeforce, no man has more finishes than that one. Mirko Cro Cop trying to add to that total here tonight.
This guy is taking shots to the jaw that would put many fighters unconscious and pressed forward as if nothing happened. His chin is legendary.
Back in 2010, he stopped Brock Lesnar to win the UFC heavyweight title, and he went on to have so many great moments inside the octagon. A wrestler with an outstanding left hand, right hand. Cain Velasquez trying to get back to the top of the heap. That journey begins tonight.
Cain Velasquez started out as a wrestler and has become one of the most intimidating heavyweight strikers in UFC history. He throws very accurate, extremely powerful punches, whether he's standing or using his ground and pound.
The tape for this heavyweight fight. So these fighters are just a year apart with similar height and some differences in reach. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 27 wins, 7 losses, and 2 draws. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 220 pounds. Fighting out of Zagreb, Croatia, Mirko Roka. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
So Dan Mergliata shares the cage.
Ready? Are you ready?
Well, no better way to pay homage to the history of pride in the UFC with this single night UFC Grand Prix tournament. Some of the best fighters in the world have come out. Let's see who will be the last fighter standing here tonight. Krokop gets caught with that punch. Immediately shoots for the leg.
Oh, that's a wrestling right there. Excellent posture here. Still holding the back.
Oh, that hammer fist attempt defended well. It's blocked.
He's going to try to take the back, I think. TKO victory in the first round.
Yeah, Joe, how's that for a flurry to end this fight here tonight? It was the one big strike that was the beginning of the end, got the knockdown, and then created the opening that allowed him to jump in and ultimately force the stoppage victory. So the referee made the right call stepping in and preventing him from absorbing any further damage.
We could see it here from another look. These are clean shots that are getting in over and over again, ground and pound for the TKO finish.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the win by TKO. That is one they'll be talking about for quite some time. All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Referee Dan Mergliata's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 8 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Cain Velasquez.
All right, congratulations to Cain Velasquez, showing you yet again that when he is on and he is healthy, he might just be the greatest heavyweight in UFC history. Back injury certainly didn't seem to be a factor here tonight. Cain Velasquez turns back the clock in a big way, perhaps setting himself up for another crack at the heavyweight belt he once owned. Coming up next, it is a heavyweight collision between Alexander Volkov and Kimbo Slice.
Haters
hands in the head to show the good talk. Roll my gun, cock it back, and then I'll push start. I can't name how many times they try to call me.
All right, so here's the former backyard brawler, internet sensation, Kimbo Slice. And not a lot of people expected him to realize success in the UFC, but a big win over Houston Alexander has set up this showcase spot here tonight. As usual, all eyes on Kimbo Slice as he makes that walk to the octagon.
This guy has one-punch knockout power. And when a fighter has that kind of ability, it's always a big advantage.
Trapping good all year, I quit the rolling yard. They were laying in the streets, you gotta keep it calm. Say the prayer for my young, no he don't. The murder rate going up. I done ran this check up. Get hit up for the nigga.
Well, if you choose to stand on a napkin in the center of the octagon and stand and trade with this young man, you're playing with fire. Frightening knockout power. Go look at the highlight reel. As good a reel as anybody in the sport, you can be sure he'll be looking to find a home for those heavy hands early and often. You do not want to get in a slugfest with this young contender, I can assure you of that.
This guy can keep a pace that very few human beings can match. His cardio is absolutely outstanding.
Fill the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach. And with the official introductions, here is the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Kimbo Slice! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, Alexander Dragovolka. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
Well, how good is this? Reminds me of the good old days of Pride, the UFC Grand Prix single night tournament. This has been highly anticipated by fight fans around the world. And remember, if you sustain damage, that could affect you later on in this one-night tournament. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Slice. Volkov gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet. With the jaw. Straight right hand now, just misses. Front kick to the body by Volkov. Just missed with the elbow there. Lands a strike there.
Yeah, it's free. It's like he's cheating. You know, it's like he's got rocks in his gloves. We got tagged there.
Just missed with the left there. Punch is blocked. Straight right hand, no good. So more output, at least in the early going. Well, he walked into his opponent's range there and ate that hook. He was unprotected, unguarded, and he's been susceptible to that hook in previous UFC fights. Got to figure out a way to move those feet and ultimately circle out and get that head off the center line.
Kick to the body. Showing that punch.
Pretty strong jab there by Volkov. Back to the jab now, no good.
He's checking every single one of those. Tags him.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Good defense there.
Followed by a right. Nice 1-2 there by Slice. Under 3 minutes remain in round one.
Nice.
Kimbo Slice gets absolutely melted by that head kick.
This cut in his face is getting worse.
Oh, Joe, that is a huge left hand. Ooh, blocks the shot.
He's keeping his head protected here. Excellent blocking.
Finds a home for the left hand there.
Big kick lands.
Wow.
Caught him with a punch.
And he connects there.
You gotta be careful when you throw the same technique over and over and over again. Brutal knee to the body.
How about that shin?
Hurt him with that right.
Well, he gets cracked to the head there, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's almost moving into the strike at this point in time. You've got to get that head off the center line. Oh, nice punch there.
This could be it right here.
Big body shot.
This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
Oh, straight right.
Oh!
1 minute.
Tagged him.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot.
Nice inside leg kick. Looking to avoid that left hand.
Offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. Landed that left hook. Slice's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to fight down on the mouthpiece and move forward. That strike blocked by Volkov.
And lands a good shot. There he swung with a haymaker.
Connects with the punch there. Tags him with the left.
That one hurt.
Five minutes in the books.
There's a nice kick to the body. And here's a powerful shot that almost ends this fight. And here's a devastating blow that almost ends this fight.
That's round. Great job putting those combinations together. He's ready to be KO'd. This round, I really need you to step up and put the pressure on him.
Brittany Palmer is here as well. All right, let's get to round two. Kimbo Slice's cut right on the bridge of his nose does not look good, folks. We'll continue to keep an eye on it, and you got to think the ringside physician will too. The referee might call him in here in short order. Slips.
Nice shot.
Well, Joe, he seems to have his opponent's timing down. He has landed some good shots, but nothing really in terms of multi-shot combinations, and perhaps that's why his opponent's still standing. So perhaps at this point, he could change up the power with which he throws some of these strikes, maybe alter the tempo a little bit, and try to make it so it's not just one and done when it comes to his striking attack. See the total strikes. Some nice back and forth action here.
big hook to the head, but misses.
Well, this is live in real time. We didn't hit the replay button. Again, he gets cracked to the head because, again, he's leaning in, almost moving right into his opponent's striking range.
Oh, we heard him again. He's in big trouble.
Oh, he might be out. Big body shot
there, too.
Under 3 minutes now to go, round 2. Volkov gets tagged by that stiff jab. He's got to get that guard up, Joe. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Volkov gets the overrun.
Struggling for a position in the clinch. He transitions to the tie clinch.
That knee might have landed there.
Full sprawl. And he's in the Muay Thai clinch.
Volkov's punch to the body, that one is blocked. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. How about that shin? Under 2 minutes to go.
Oh! He's got to be careful here. He's in trouble. Oh, and he eats a shot.
Oh, he might be out. Strike to the body here. Instead, it's turned away by Kimbo Slice. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
That hurt him. Oh, he's stunned again.
Big body shot.
Body.
Oh, lands the punch here against the cage. Pummels under, maintains the under. Battling for hooks. Oh, another strike to the body. Not a lot of real estate there, but he found it. Well, you'll see a lot of fighters do this, Joe, as he lands another punch right at that opponent's eye where the cut is. It's a good strategy as he'll try to continue to work on what is starting to be a pretty significant cut. 30 seconds to go in round 2.
Good straight right.
That shot is blocked by Slice.
Oh! He's in big, big trouble. Oh, that's it. That's it. He's out. Beautiful KO just as the round was ending.
Wow, Joe, just incredible. Just when I thought I was going to start asking you about what adjustments they could make for the next round, we get the end of the fight. A huge shot to drop his opponent. The referee wisely jumps in to stop the action there. Near perfect execution on that fight-ending sequence.
Let's take a look at it one more time. Here's the knockdown. Vicious strike. Look at this. Bam! And good night.
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight. Here we go inside the octagon for the official decision to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 48 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kimbo Slice!
Well, bet against this man at your own peril. Kimbo Slice does it yet again. The power was on full display here tonight. And this is an evolving mixed martial artist. Going to be very interesting to see how they matchmake Kimbo moving forward. This result figures to provide the promotion with a whole lot of options. All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight matchup between Fabricio Werdum and Dan Severn. All right, so here he is, the former two-time All-American wrestler at Arizona State University, Dan Severn. This is a mixed martial arts pioneer, made his UFC debut back at UFC 4 in 1994, and Severn has continued to realize success. He has already fought a lot of big names and has beaten a lot of those guys as well, turning back the likes of Tank Abbott, Ken Shamrock, and no surprise, Dan Severn finds himself in another big spot tonight.
Dan Severn is a monster. He came into the sport at UFC 4 knowing almost nothing about submissions or striking, and he was beating guys with just raw strength and pure wrestling ability. This man is a legend.
Black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and really one of the better heavyweight Jiu-Jitsu practitioners mixed martial arts has ever seen. The former UFC heavyweight champion, Fabricio Werdum, 10 career wins by submission. He's got the knockout power as well. It has been a constant evolution for one of Brazil's all-time greats, Fabricio Werdum. Back to the octagon once again tonight.
Fabricio Werdum is now one of the elite in the UFC's heavyweight division. Although he started out his career as a grappler, his striking has grown to a level where he is absolutely devastating on the feet, and on the ground, he is amongst the best ever.
Hard tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Werdum is 3 years his senior. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 9 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Coldwater, Michigan, USA, Dan the Beast Severn! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer and Jiu-Jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 23 wins,